I'm not... I'm not really cutting two ways around it, we're just getting right into it this time. Did I change my source? I was using my ultimate source for other games. We'll see. Hey guys, how are you doing? My computer's frozen. The whole game is being like this. There we go. And it's capturing. I haven't played this in over a week. I think I just finished up the Rumored Relics quest the last time I played. I've been having fun with it. Part of me wants to take my time with this game, but the other part of me wants to rush through the story so I can get on to the next thing. You haven't played this since the 360. I didn't even have a 360. Local game shop I go to has this for 360. I guess I could get it there. Modding this didn't really cross my mind. I usually just mod Skyrim.
Well met.
This is my progress to next level. I think I'm ready.
What can I do for you?
Give me a bit.
I've got a room. Right then.
You didn't even tell me how much it cost.
Oh, hello.
Always make sure to get enough sleep. See, that's my problem. I haven't been getting enough sleep over the past week. Going with the suggested stat changes has been leaving the ones that I want horribly underleveled. I suppose that means I just need to use magic more. And sword. Okay, what are my objectives today? Something is draining my Tetsuda. Or is it? I can't tell. Anyway, I keep saying Elden Ring stream will be soon. I just finished my run on my main. I actually kicked Radahn's ass. I stand by what I said, though. I still don't really like fighting Consort Radahn. Just because I find a boss hard, doesn't mean I find the boss not fun. There are lots of hard bosses in Elden Ring that I have a blast fighting. But Malekith and Radahn are not some of my favorites. Consort Radahn, specifically. I actually really like fighting base game Radahn. Seriously, I gotta pick something to do today. I need to find a Daedric artifact for the main quest line. Question, is anyone in chat familiar with this game at like a significant level? I'm level 14. I kinda wanna do Sheogorath's side quest.
It's a fight you'll get.
That sells for a lot. I am over encumbering. That's the stuff I want. dungeon delving for filler.
Who's there? Am I surprised? Must have been the wind. Nothing to worry about. Playing tricks on me.
As I've been saying, the past week has been super rough on me. It's been hard for me to find the time or motivation to stream, but I'm trying to force it.
You die!
Why did you make me dog? If they had picked a less innocuous sounding name for that enemy, it probably wouldn't hurt so much. Great cavern, you say.
Let's get this over with!
I gotta be careful about how much I pick up. I can't afford to carry most of the stuff. Wrong spell. That's the ticket. Ow. So I finished my run on my bank. So I'm likely to be a little bit more excited to start a new playthrough of Elden Ring. But I've also got like 3 or 4 concurrent ongoing playthroughs with other friends. And seamless co-op. I've been liking that mod a lot, but it's kinda rough around the edges. Especially in regards to like progression. Oh, I see. I've got 7 objects, maybe I can do this. Screw that. Oh, wow, I dodged a bullet there, didn't I? I've got Soul Trap hotkeyed, but I don't think I've ever even used it yet. I guess I'll have to. That's a log, not a bullet. I noticed, thanks. I tried doing some PvP just earlier today. I got like... What a great time for that spell to wear off. I really need to make a max level, block open. I think that may have been all there is to that. I got one world where I got, like... I hear tumbling rocks. I got one invasion where I got, like, 3 kills. Granted, one guy was AFK, and the other 2 tried to bum rush me, but I managed to split them. But every other fight was just like, oh hey, here's like 3 guys attacking you all at the same time, and they kill you in like 2 to 3 hits. I promise I have 60 vigor. It was not really pleasant, and I've never really cared for the PvP in the Dark Souls games. Another hard block. Really need to get this shit sorted out. Yeah, that one's average. I can get this one at least.
To arms! To arms!
As far as my build goes, though, I was dual wielding straight swords. I'm probably just gonna have to stockpile lockpicks. And just farm off of always good to pick up paintbrushes. Never know when might need to glitch my way out of the situation. I might need to just grind off lower level locks. Alright, where's the entrance? Everything everywhere is just dead end. Oh wait, there's living stuff over here. I guess I haven't been this way yet. Or have I? Damn. Every time I try, I just have to result. I just have to take the easy way out. I check for that. Two bricks. That's one. Oh, there's an Oblivion gate over there. Sure, why not? Wait, no, I need to pause. had a sort of holy swordsman build. I was doing quality with dual straight swords. I had the noble slender sword and the sword of light. But again, despite my best efforts, I seem to always just die in 3 hits. I have the recommended amount of vigor. This snow is a screen overlay. It moves with me. And again, I keep forgetting to use my soul trap spell. My point is, aside from Elden,
Have pity, beautiful lady.
aside from Elden Ring, I'm also wanting to stream Twilight Princess, and I think that might actually happen first, depending. I haven't played Twilight Princess in a long time.
How goes it?
Horses are overpowered behind mountains. Isn't that more of a Skyrim thing?
Well met.
I mean, effectively this is the same engine. Just... Skyrim's is heavily modified.
I'm Suratan. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Oh, my Curious is
Or a
broken.
good customer? You drive.
I probably...
That's a good deal. That's a fair... An excellent... That's more than I'd usually pay.
Right, I need to get this repaired at a blacksmith. I can't do it myself. Geez, these Mythic Dawn books are really heavy.
That's a good...
I don't think I'll ever need to use the calipers. Kind of carrying them just to talk to Mike, but I ran into that without them. Skyrim, I only collect gems and scrolls to sell for gold. You get gold in general a lot faster. Just pick up everything you see and sell it all. Same goes in Baldur's Gate. What if I will? I kinda just want this junk out of my inventory.
You've made a...
The paralysis poisons I'll keep, just in case. "60 points fortify speed, wow.
That's a fair deal. Come back. You too.
So that freed up about, wow, that freed up like almost 400. So now I need to find a
Who will help an
blacksmith.
old
Well, yeah, I guess I'm just wearing an apron now.
both magic?
Let's hear it.
Made Sedra mode activate. Probably should get that repaired though. Using some of my repair hammers will probably help get my skill up. Okay, next objective. Doesn't look like I have very much queued up right now. I guess I'll just have to do this one. Investigating vampire curse.
I don't know what else to tell you.
I can't believe. Please, please,
Please calm down, I want to help.
forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast.
Tell me what happened.
I came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open, and my Braden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street. Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Rainiel Draelus. He said he was a vampire hunter, and that Braden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Rainiel, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement. The guards sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Rainiel convinced Carius that Braden was a vampire.
I don't know, I'm kinda... Yeah, that doesn't look bad for your husband.
Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous.
I don't know, maybe because he's a vampire?
And another thing. The guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case.
What is he, a neat?
He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire? It's all
It's
that
the evidence.
Rainiel character. I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more to say. Please, help me clear my husband's name.
Right, tell me about this Dunmer.
I have no idea where he'd be. Just find him and make him tell you the truth. I swear he's a liar. I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
Well, if nobody minds, I'm gonna head down here and take a look. Doesn't appear to be any evidence of this. Handbill? Buying, selling, who cares? We'll do either at Nova Rome. We'll do whatever it takes to make the sale. Oh! Alluring gates.
Hello.
This is really not looking good for your husband. I guess I could ask the guards where the hunter went.
Oh, you're... So,
Yeah, where can we find Reno?
I'll warn you about one thing. I understand you wanting to help Erlene by checking up on Raynal. We have it on good authority from officials in a neighboring city that Raynal is what he says he is. So I'm not sure what you're trying to prove. I am only allowing you to do this investigation, and I use that term very loosely, because Erlene is so distraught.
Can you tell me more about Brandon?
I'm sure Erlene is very upset. She'll be safe, though. Raynal has confirmed with us that she isn't infected. Her accusations that Raynal is lying is not surprising. At this point, she's so upset that she'll say anything to deny what really happened. I suppose if I found out a loved one was something as horrid as a vampire, I'd find any excuse not to believe it either.
Well, I understand.
Keep up the good work, I suppose. Sorry. So, tell me more.
Well, you seem to like me, so I know you're not
Keep
looking
up
at the
the-
information. Where is this guy?
How are you?
Is he truly a holy man? Or
Hello
just a
there.
lunatic exploiting the tragedy of the chapel of death?
Maybe I should talk to the wife again. I'm not really getting any useful
Do you have
information.
any... I'm listening.
You don't like me.
Don't try to manipulate me. That's just not funny. I salute you, most impressive. You win this one. That's enough. Such adventures. How I envy you. You think that's funny? Not now, not That's not bad.
I'm not getting
I know
anywhere
I
with
sound
her.
desperate, but I know I'm right.
So, I understand the... So, I'll warn you about one. We have it on good authority from officials in a neighboring
Officials in a
city.
neighboring
I'm
city.
only allowing...
I guess I'll have to
Keep
talk
up-
to someone else about this.
Something I... Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I... Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one... He seemed to be... Farewell.
Good. I'm Jantus. Yes, the vampire hunter. Apparently, Braden Lyrian was... He seemed... Good day.
Do you all have the exact same
Go ahead.
dialogue about this?
Yes. Yes.
It looks like they do.
Bye.
We're looking for... Yes, the vampire hunt. Apparently, Braid... He's seen... Take care.
Go ahead. Yeah. Apparently, he seemed... Anyone looking... Bye.
Maybe this town is under a vampire's curse if they all have exactly the same opinion about the hunter.
Speak, citizen. Be seeing you. go inside and talk to Petrine if you want to buy a horse. He's...
Everybody says exactly the same thing. This is going nowhere. Talk to the merchants and innkeepers.
Go ahead.
Gotta get a lead.
What do you want? I'm listening.
You seem to like me.
Ah, you mean that vampire hunter. He's staying over at Olav's Tap and Tack. It's near the city gates. You can't miss it.
I was just there.
Armor, weapons, I have it all. How may I help you?
Claymore of Burning. Oh, wait, I think I sold him that.
I'm pretty handy. You too?
Bones to ash. Back off.
May the wind be on your back. Have you heard that Arentus Valvius can summon creatures? What can I do for you today?
Where's Raina?
I usually don't give out that kind of information, especially to people I don't know.
Alright.
We'll see. You're full of it. I accept. I have no choice. I'm not Well, I'll take that, and thank you very much. Blah, blah. Yes, yes, whatever you say.
First thing I hear, you're full of it. Hello, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, I doubt you really mean that works for me. I usually don't.
Alright, I guess I'll have to bribe him a little bit more.
Every little bit helps. I usually... Tell me more.
Disposition maxed. Uh-oh.
Good.
You know what to do in this situation.
Good journey to you.
What?
What can I do? Raynill's staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key. I always liked Braden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either.
Excellent.
They say that slavery has been abolished in Morrowind. House Dress and Lalu have renounced the slave trade and freed
Good.
beastfolk from servitude.
He's gone.
Good day.
Stop talking.
Hello, what have we here? Yeah, whatever. The 8th day has passed and there's still no sign of the artifact. We've covered most of the remainder of the outer guard tower, and scoured the crumbled gatehouse ruins, but not one clue has arisen as to where it maybe had been buried. It's quiet out here, as if the ruins were paying respects to the alien inhabitants that disappeared here long ago. We haven't encountered anything hostile, but if we do, I think we're ready to get I think we're ready. The Brotherhood's been in worse scrapes before. Braden paid good money for the information as to our treasure's whereabouts, and I hope it doesn't turn out to be another fiasco. This morning, our camp was set upon by some bandits who were protecting what they claimed was their territory. Considering that we were outnumbered 3-1, we did very well. Only Reynold suffered a small wound, but that was easily healed by a potion that Braden had thoughtfully brought with him on our expedition. After getting rid of the bandits' corpses, we set out to tackle the largest part of the ruin, the remains of the Great Keep. 2 of the walls of the once mighty structure were collapsed, scattering the telltale whitish rock, so typical of the alien architecture in this part of Tamriel. This made our assault on the ruin difficult, as many of the larger chunks of wall were far too heavy for us to move. Brayden suggested that we search the center of the building's foundation for any underground entrances, which was typical for this type of keep. His guess paid off, and after several hours of backbreaking work, we managed to clear an opening just large enough for us to squeeze a stairwell leading down to the ground. We decided to wait until morning's light to begin our descent into the depths of the ruin. After a restless sleep, all of us were quite excited at the prospect of what might be ahead. Eagerly, we dipped our torches in a fresh container of pitch, lit them, and entered the inky blackness of the stairwell. The stale air was choked with dust and fine grit, a sign that none had entered this portion of the ruins for a very long time. We became excited, as that meant no other tomb robbers had gotten there before us. The stairwell eventually leveled out into a corridor of sorts that snaked its way to the north. As we carefully walked along, I scanned the floor and walls very carefully for any type of triggers, tripwires, or pressure plates. Such was my specialty. The Alien were well known for their cunning traps protecting their tombs, and I was taking chances. Brayden, the scholar of the Brotherhood, was getting more and more excited as we traversed the passage. He was translating the wall carvings and was becoming certain that he had finally found the true location of our prize. After walking for several more minutes, we were overjoyed to see what we were hoping to see. The hallway ended with a metal door and the carving of a spider upon it. Now came the true test of Brayden's information. The door supposedly had a puzzle lock. By pulling the spider legs in a certain combination, it would unlatch. The wrong combination would spell our deaths, perhaps triggering a collapse of the hallway or some equally deadly trap. With a shaky hand, I pulled the legs one by one in the order I had memorized. The 6th one, then the 1st one, then the 2nd one, the 8th one, and finally the 1st one again. I closed my eyes. As there were a few loud clicks and then the door popped open. We breathed a sigh of relief. Pushing open the door, I looked into the huge room with the pedestal in the center. Sitting on the pedestal, illuminated by a shaft of sunlight from a tiny hole in the ceiling, was our prize. The floor was covered in a huge mosaic of a stylized spider, all 8 of its legs coming to a point and ending up at the door entrance. This was the last of the traps that the alien left behind to protect their treasure. Again, if it hadn't been for Brayden's skill of acquiring information, we may never have known how to solve this last line of defense. I instructed Brayden and Raynell to remain at the entrance and to tie a rope around my waist in case of a sudden pitfall. Wobble! Carefully, I began to walk on the darkened tiles that formed the 3rd leg of the spider. This seems pertinent. I'm gonna have to go here, aren't I? Sweat beaded on my forehead as the pathway made by the tiny pieces of ceramic was very narrow at the start, and one slip it could again mean instant death. But death never arrived. The information had been correct, and I was able to make it to the pedestal and secure the artifact. Quickly as possible, we made our way back and out into the daylight. Once again, the Brotherhood was triumphant, and it was time to return home. At the tavern that night, we decided to make a pact. We would stash the artifact in a cave not far from Bruma until we researched it further. An item of its magnitude could be very dangerous if mishandled, and we certainly didn't want to sell it without understanding its true value. Brayden agreed to contract a local cooper to construct a chest with 3 locks. Each of us would hold a key to one of the locks, so none would have access to the artifact without the others being present. For the rest of the evening, we drank merrily and sang many a song of adventures past and adventures to come.
Hello.
It certainly seems like he betrayed him.
What can I do? I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Brayden was a vampire.
I'm starting to see things your way.
I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken. When I heard Raynell killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder. And nothing else I can tell you about him. He comes and goes and doesn't talk to people much.
So who's Galaborn?
Galaborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynell told me that he was the last vampire he hunted.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked Gelborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Rainiel and his so-called accomplishment.
Interesting. So he's killing the other guys that had the keys. I see what's going on.
Hello. Do you have any... Yes, I remember Braden mentioning that name once. He was part of the brotherhood he had created with Rainiel. I know I sound desperate, but
I solved the case.
How do you know about that? Oh, too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Gelliborn was killed by Rainiel not too long ago. Gelliborn was a vampire as well, obviously.
I disagree.
What do you mean, you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Gelliborn was not a vampire?
I have Gelliborn's journal.
I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Rainiel have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Rainiel from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speapless.
You're
I
not
will rouse
responsible.
the guard and begin a search for him in the city.
You're just
Meet me at
incompetent.
Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
An hour?
What is it?
You get any closer and I'll turn your bones to ash.
What?
I have no time for your pathetic attempts at small talk. Now, walk away before I get nasty.
What is your problem, dude?
I have no...
Why are you sneaking around?
Poor Arnora. Seems her boyfriend, Jorunda, has stolen some gold from her and left her penniless. Now he's in jail and she's
Greetings.
destitute. Good day. Take care. Whatever I
Hello
can
there.
do you know anything about Edla Darkheart's past?
I've heard a number. What can I... Arnora and Jorunda were once a happy couple, but that's over now. I hear that he took all of their money and stashed it after he committed a robbery. He was going to skip town on Arnora, but got arrested before making good on his escape. Now she has no money.
Oh,
Just before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the roads. Rainiel was spotted heading west out of Bruma. The scout tried to follow, but lost him in the mountains. The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Gelliborn's journal is Boreal Stone Cave.
is that where I just
Possibly where
was?
he's headed. You must get there before he acquires whatever artifact is being kept there and makes his escape. I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma, as Rainiel doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, he may panic and run. You're my only hope at the moment. Please, you have my authorization to do everything you can to bring him to justice. If he won't surrender, I think you know what to do. Hurry. I fear you have a day at the most to stop him.
Okay.
If all you say is true, Rainiel will pay for both crimes. Please.
I'm gonna get him. I'm locked in. He says he says I have a day. I believe him.
Greetings to you.
Oh my god, I was just here, wasn't I? Oh, I explored this cave early. Wait, no, different cave. Here's the cave. Let's get him.
Congratulations. I had a feeling you would catch on sooner or later. Leaving that journal behind was a stupid mistake on my part.
How are you
I saw
uglier
you
than
enter
me?
Olaf's tap and tack before I could get there, and I knew that I had to sneak out of Bruma somehow. It was only a matter of time before you or Carius figured it out. No matter. After I've killed you, I won't need my vampire hunter ruse any longer.
Are you sure? You'll not surrender?
Certainly not. I'm surprised Carius didn't send the entire city watch up here. But then I would have seen that coming, I suppose. I expected to lay low for a while and then be on my way. So again, I underestimated you. This leaves me with little choice. Either I fight you now and have a chance at freedom, or I surrender and rot in a city dungeon. I prefer the chance for freedom.
I don't blame you, but I'm gonna free you from life.
Yes, I suppose it is. Well then, we've talked enough. Only one of us will walk out of here alive this day. Good luck.
If you say so, God. Get soul trapped, idiot. Anyway, mundane amulet. God, could you imagine if I did have a black soul gem on me? I won't surrender. I want to be free. Get soul-trapped, idiot. Daedra to Jebin Kvatch. I'm going to fight the guy that's trying to bring me to justice because I want to be free. And then you end up in the soul cairn for all of eternity. Don't do crime, kids. It seems to want me to go in here. Why is it taking me through here? Crime is bad, okay?
What news do you bring?
Raynal is dead.
I knew I'd recognize Raynal. I think when I first met Braden many years ago, he introduced me to him. They were part of some sort of brotherhood. They would roam Cyrodiil in search of legendary treasures and the like. The only reason he stopped doing that is because we got married and he wanted to settle down. I'm afraid, thanks to Raynal, that time is lost.
Funny you should mention legendary art. Can you tell me about this thing?
Long ago, I made a promise to Braden. I promised to never reveal to anyone what I'm about to reveal to you now. However, because you've avenged his unjust death, I feel that Braden would understand why I'm breaking that pact. Braden told me about this amulet when they first brought it home from whatever distant land it came from. He never really trusted anyone else in the group, and before he secured the treasure in that cave, he had a special enchantment placed upon it. The magic masks the true identity of the item. All it takes is a simple command word, and the amulet would be restored to its true state.
Did the word die with Braden?
No. He always feared this day would come. He left me knowledge of that word in the event that he died, and I came into possession of the keys. If the other members of Braden's group were still alive, and I on my deathbed, only then would I pass the knowledge on to them. If you'd give me that amulet, I would like to show you what you've recovered.
Sir, here it is.
Thank you. I will now speak the word. Brother. Here is the amulet back. It's as beautiful as it was the day I remember seeing it long ago. I want you to keep it, as I have no use for this anymore. I'm certain that's what I want, and I'm certain that's what Braden would want. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that the amulet helps keep you safe on whatever roads you may travel.
No offense, lady, but that seems like a pretty ordinary command word. In fact, I'm pretty sure you said that already and it did nothing.
I'm glad he's dead. I know that's a horrible thing to say, but I think you understand. Justice has been done.
Cool. So what's this amulet do? Fortify speed 7. As if I need fortify speed. Put it on. It makes me barely faster. I'm gonna keep the spell absorption, it's way better.
What's your story?
Alright, what to do?
How do you do?
Fortify agility resist. Oh yeah, I've got stuff to say. I'll probably only be live for like an hour and a half. I just kinda wanted to get a stream in since I haven't been live in a while. I promise I'm trying hard to stream more often. It's just, again, terrible week for me.
A pleasure to speak. Please, go on. What can I interest
Yeah, this
you
guy
in?
really likes me.
You got a great... That's a fair deal. Come back. Good day.
Good
So,
evening.
as far as the main quest goes, I need to infiltrate a Daedra cult. I do like that the main quest requires you to do side quests in order to, immerse yourself more in the world. Give sort of branching option. That's very nice. In any case, I guess I can check Mage's Guild to see if they have good spells to offer.
Well met. Always a pleasure.
I might be able to get a better,
Well met. Be seeing you.
I mean, free stuff.
Good day. Be seeing you.
Jeez. Maybe I should hold on to that for Theodora. Recipe. Cure disease. I already know how to make that. Carambolate over roasted boar meat. Wait, can I cook meat?
Evening.
Sounds like the skin-red branch of the guild can't even keep track of its members.
It's my pleasure.
I hope knowledge is pop. Be seeing.
Who here sells spells? Does anybody? You have a lot of copies of the same book. Is the one I'm supposed to read? Modern Heretics. I guess I'll have to go to the main Mage's Guild. Oh, welcome to the stream, Allie. I'm sure someone here will make a sell me a pre-made spell.
Martina Always keep your magical equipment charged.
Ooh, that's expensive.
Good day.
Lustrous.
I'm sorry.
What can I help? What can I interest you in? You aren't the first person to go looking for those. Quite a remarkable...
I wish to hear it.
Certainly. Garridan was a knight who lorded over a small village of peaceful farmers. One harvest summer, there was a horrible drought. The farmers appealed to Garridan to discover a solution. He spent a week consulting with sages until one of them mentioned a possibility. The sage told him of an artifact called the Everflow Ewer. The vessel, which looked like a silver pitcher, was said to supply endless water.
Amazing.
Yes, indeed. Legend has it that Garridan found the ewer, and that it was guarded by a fearsome creature. It is also said that the creature froze him. When Garridan realized his quest was a failure, and he wouldn't be able to return and save the farmers, he began to shed some tears. As the ice enveloped him, some of his tears were frozen as well. Some even say that the divine, Mara, took pity on the poor knight. To commemorate his kind heart, she imbued the tears with some sort of magical power. That's only rumor, though. You know, if you're really interested in more, there's a book I read once called Nightfall. It may have more about Garridan.
Where can I find this book?
I think I saw a copy last time I was at the first edition bookshop in the Market District. I wish I could tell you more about them, but that's all I remember from speaking to my colleagues here at the university. Please visit me again anytime.
Oh, whoops. I'm not supposed to be in here. Luckily, nobody saw me.
Good evening.
I'm sorry for...
Well met.
Would be neat if you could take people's souls and put them into different bodies. That would be... What a thought to have! Just tell me, did you have any ideas? Who first?
A pleasure. Farewell.
Damn, Marco. I figure if there's gonna be a book about what I'm looking for, it might be Modern Heretics! I'll just skim this one. Shrine of Azura.
Should you need something, I'm sorry, fellow man.
Instead of using soul gems to charge my weapons, I keep them in my chest so I have someone to talk to when I'm feeling lonely.
How are you today?
I don't think that's how it works. When you trap someone in a soul gem, their soul goes to the soul cairn. Basically, the energy of their soul is used to charge the weapon, while their actual personality and memories go to soul hell.
Well met. Goodbye.
None of you guys sell spells. I gotta do everything myself. Can I do hard? Fire's alteration 75. What do I have? 62, damn. That only happens when the soul gem is used to charge an enchanted weapon. Oh! I see. Sorry, I'm a little rusty on my lore. It's been a while since I played Dawnguard.
Ah, you must...
Funny thing about making spells is that if I wanted to make a fireball equivalent of a nuke, I was able to, sometimes it's a pain. I need to get my skills up so that I can make better spells. That seems to just be the main bottleneck for me.
It's you, the hero of Gavat.
Okay, so my next objective. It's not too far off from where I was last time. Gorgeous view, though. Even for this game's dated graphics, it's still pretty... I mean, it's impressive, especially considering how far games have come. Hello, you're not hostile. None of them seem to be. Hey, what's going on?
You have entered a holy place. What is your business here? These are dark times, and people's minds are poisoned by rumors and superstition. Unless you can persuade me of your good intentions, I cannot speak further on this matter.
I can persuade you, alright.
What a great story. Get away from me. Please, I'm embarrassed, but thank you. Oh, please. For me? Can't do better than that. This is the shrine of Azura, Queen of the Dawn and the Dusk. What is your business here, traveler?
I just click everything because I didn't know how persuasion works. All you have to do is look at their face. I wish to summon Azura.
If you wish to speak to the lady, visit her shrine at dawn or dusk. Leave her an offering of glow dust, and
Oh,
perhaps
good thing I
she'll
didn't
deign
sell
to
all of
speak
that.
with you. Go then.
Enemies. It is 9 a.m.
I'm trying to concentrate.
This place is safe.
Are you the enemy? I figured out the persuasion minigame pretty fast, and I kind of like it, but the lockpicking I cannot get my head around. I mean, I understand the lockpicking, I just hate doing it. Let's wait 9 hours and see where that gets us.
I have seen your name, traveler, and heard it whispered in twilight. I ask a service, which holds promise of fame and reward. Many years ago, 5 followers slew the vampire Dratic and its kin, but all were infected by the foul creature. Knowing their fate, they sealed themselves up in the vampire's lair. Their suffering weighs heavily on me. Travel to the gutted mine. The door will open to you. Bring the piece of death to my followers, and you shall earn my gratitude.
Oh, cool, vampire hunting. Whoever made the New Vegas speech stat, where were you for Oblivion? I pretty much just persuaded my way through most of New Vegas. I figure that's kind of the whole point of the game, but it's one of the unique things about the game compared to Bethesda's other releases. How am I doing? Terrible. Again, horrible week for me. I'm just trying to get by in life. Just watch Van Helsing. I was gonna suggest Van Helsing for movie night. I also kind of want to suggest Count of Monte Cristo. Hello, what's this? Oh, it's a Destroyed Oblivion game. New Vegas is not a Bethesda game. It was published by Bethesda. But I know Oblivion developed it. I mean, I know Obsidian developed it. My point is that Fallout is a... When I say the other Bethesda games, I'm talking about the other Fallout Bethesda games, since Fallout is currently a Bethesda property. What I'm talking about is Hammer Horror, and it mixes vampire horror with Kung Fu. That sounds fucking amazing. I'm not crazy. Count of Monte Cristo is a vampire movie, right?
We've got ourselves a live one.
Claymore of Fracture. Holy crap! Disintegrate weapon? Oh good, I don't need a pickaxe for that. For all intents and purposes, Fallout New Vegas is most certainly not Bethesda. Bethesda made the engine, right? Ah, whoa! Physics! I know it's the same engine as Fallout 3. I think that might be a good time for that mana regen potion I made. Wait, that wasn't it.
You're outmatched, elf.
Ouch! Glass Warhammer, oh my god, that's really... That's heavy as fuck! Orchestrates. Also heavy as fuck. Oh gosh. Obsidian team was forced to work with the engine and some constraints and only had like 18 months to finish the game. And yet, they still made a better Fallout game than Bethesda could. I liked Fallout 3, it was just kind of like a little clunky, a little rough around the edges. So is this, but only the heaviest substance known to man. Oh shit! Oops. Then 18 months that caught the lightning Fallout 1 did. It really did. Ow! Yeah, 3 was the first one I played. I didn't really care for Fallout 1. I tried it. I'm not really a fan. I usually like CRPGs, but ouch.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
She broke my weapon. My experience with Fallout 1 was, I spec'd into small guns. If that was the skill. I spec'd into the main skill that governed your starting weapon. God, these guys are really tough. I started a run, ran into the literal first enemy I saw, missed literally every shot, ran out of ammo. Death music is looping again. That's just bad luck. I know it's kind of indicative of the genre, but I feel like there should be at least a little bit of luck fixing so that you don't miss literally every shot at the start of the game and run out of ammo. Maybe it should have just given me more ammo, but it did not make a very good first impression, is the point. I wouldn't be I wouldn't be, like, opposed to trying it again. I had really bad first experience. Pretty sure vampires are weak to fire, so I can probably get through this with just my magic. I forgot about that. New Vegas 3 and 4, you can still have a maxed out luck stat and still miss all of your shots point blank and in VATS. Well, the thing is, that is kind of there for the... that is... These guys have got some high level gear. That's kind of gives you back the turn-based, luck-based attacks that you had in Fallout 1 and 2. I did really enjoy Fallout 3, but I've played Fallout Vegas a lot more. Aha! Where are all the enemies? Oh, here. The wall won't shift. I just picked up a random bone that I kicked into the air. I'm lost. I'm lost already. This is embarrassing. Let's check the local map. Arrow of Embers. Arrow of Scorching. Dagger of Freezing. Oh, this guy is loaded.
Who's there? Oh, if it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. Ah! Ah!
Ouch. Okay, I'm gonna have to, decide on what I'm going to keep. Need to drop a little something extra. Scuba! Woohoo! Let's go. Oh, that makes me noticeably faster. Should be a right for... And we're free. Before I head there, I'm gonna head back to, town and sell stuff. These glass weapons should sell for a crap load.
How are you?
Ah. getting 2 DVDs in, but not me to pick this week. Guess I could pick some.
Go ahead, please.
First off,
Only quality goods for sale here.
Captain
What can I
Cordon's
interest
Saber.
you in?
Absorb Blade, Absorb Agility, Absorb Endurance. Question, do you like me?
Yes?
You kind of.
Blah, 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 what a bore. Don't be silly. I won't fight you. Oh, that's great. That's really too much. Well, isn't that sweet of you? I see. Let's do business.
Disintegrate weapon. This is good damage, but is this really what I want? Probably not. It'll break in 4 charges anyway. I'll sell it while it's still good.
You got a great deal there.
15 points of frost damage!
That seems if you've made a good bit of gold. That's more than I'd usually pay. Tell your friend. You too.
I didn't get any DVDs recently, but I did order a children's book that I used to read all the time as a kid. Oh, it's more of a graphic novel. It's called Meanwhile. Anything in mind for movie night? I have no idea. I have some suggestions, but I picked like 3 times in a row, 4 times maybe. I feel like I should back off for a bit. So Meanwhile is a branching path story about multiverse theory. It's presented in a very simple format, but it is like an advanced topic for a child. I remember when I was like at the old library. Excuse me, Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary? So it is. Let's check here. My window is kind of locked in. Let me check my phone then. Yeah, it's like 10. I gotta go. Thanks for coming, guys. I know it was kind of short today, but I am pressed for time. I just wanted to get something in. In any case, I'm gonna hop off and try and chill for the rest of the night. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. You too. Everybody have a good night. I'll try to have as good a night as I can. It's been rough the past week or two. Alright.